I never set out to love tattooing, it just kind of happened. I love what I do because every time I do it, it's challenging. Being able to create something from beginning to end and to execute it and see it through, it's satisfying in so many ways. It's never boring. Every tattoo is challenging because everybody's skin is different. I actually fell into tattooing. I dropped out of high school when I was 15, and my friends at the time were riding freight trains around the country. And so I did that for a couple of years. And I wound up in Asheville, North Carolina. And my roommate knew a woman who was looking to take on an apprentice, and I met her and I'm from there. My specialty is in neo-traditional. To me, it has enough rules, but enough freedom in its content that I can kind of draw and be creative within my own illustrative style. I tackle every tattoo the same way, which is that I bring a certain skill set, and my job is to kind of create the best tattoo possible with that skill set. So whether you're telling me you want a hot dog wearing a yellow dress or a grand memorial piece for your grandmother, I'm still gonna do the best tattoo possible. The great thing about Ink Master Angels is that you get to see challenging aspects of tattooing, which comes down to time. So our first tattoo is a 2-hour tattoo, and it is hard to get something done in 2 hours that also shows what we are looking for. And then you also get to see like a longer tattoo, that competition. And then in the end, you get to see an even longer tattoo up against one of us. One of my favorite aspects of Ink Master Angels is that in every city that we visit, we are highlighting a certain cause and celebrating an individual and individuals with tattooing about their work within those certain causes. And each city has a different theme. I feel like what I brought to the show was an eye for design. I was definitely way more interested in the composition and the illustration of a drawing, because I believe that those things can sometimes be overlooked in tattooing. And my biggest thing was that if a design was more compositionally harmonious, then I felt like overall that was a better tattoo, even if it had some shaky lines, than a perfectly lined tattoo that just was horrid to look at.
They're both good tattoos, but there's some very obvious design flaws that I can see right off the bat.
The girls and I didn't agree a lot of the times, but that's what's kind of cool about us, is that we're able to disagree. One thing that I wanted to get across in Ink Master Angels was that we all are here because we love tattoos and we want to celebrate them and what they mean to people in general. And as one of the oldest art forms as far as human adornment goes, we've been tattooing ourselves and each other for thousands of years. And there's that innate need to express yourselves in something that's permanent in a world that seems so impermanent. And I think that that's really awesome and cool.